Rated M for mature. Game reviews. Hello gamer fans, Spax here. I have played something that has made my blood boil. It really pisses me off, because this is one of the most crappy games I've ever played, released for the Game Boy Advance. Now, I was never intending to do reviews for that console, but this one, an exception must be made. This needs the most harsh video review ever. And the worst thing that makes this the worst game ever, it's a re-release of a great game that was for the Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog, the original one, not that crappy 360 one. However, compared to this, I was merciful to the 360 version. I'm not showing any mercy to this, and you'll see why. This game doesn't deserve mercy. It should be shot, it should be burned. Do anything the hell you want to it, just kill it. I'm glad EB Games isn't putting it in their stores anymore, at least not the ones I live near. Good thing. Their slogan, "We take games seriously," seems like they really do if they're not selling that anymore, because that game is even below the 360 game. Let's take a look in, first with a past overview on the original one for the Genesis. Past overview. Here's Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. This is the American version, as that's the version most English-speaking people are familiar with, but it's not as finished as the Japanese versions, but it's still good enough to prove my point. The fun thing about this game is how challenging it is, where you have to run very fast trying to collect and keep about 50 rings until you get the end of the stage, and avoiding enemies and obstacles. The objective in getting 50 rings in each level is so you can enter the special stage to collect the Chaos Emerald. If you collect all 6, you get a better ending. If you don't collect all 6, you get this ending that says try again. This was made back in the day where running, finding items, and avoiding enemies and obstacles were the highlight of many games. This one was very popular, and many had successful ports to the Game Boy Advance. How could this one go so wrong? Well, let's take a look. Now here's the version of the game which is under the title of what I call one of those games that make you want to kill yourself! Gameplay. Okay, the openers is enough, but let's get to the actual gameplay. Alright, it was nice of Sega to add in the spin dash in Sonic's first game like they did Sonic Jam. Unfortunately, in the anniversary mode, that's all they added. Other than that, it's no different than the original. So what's the point? I mean, you can choose to do the spin dash or not. So, really, what was the point of giving 2 options? What the hell is this? I'm not even touching the direction pad and he's still running. I thought he was supposed to slow down like he did in the original. What? Okay, what the fuck? I was just standing right next to it. That never happened to me in the original version. The glitch acted like it was sucking me in fact. God fucking damn it! Ugh, let's go back. I mean, seriously, look. It pulls you in so it can crush you and kill you. What kind of stupid glitch is that? The original never did that. Hate these damn glitches! And what the hell is up with this bad collision detection? This bad collision detection is another fatal glitch. You don't decrease speed at all. It's supposed to stop you, but it doesn't. It continues pushing you forward without the use of the control pad. You nearly hit crab meat. And due to it pushing you forward and not decreasing your speed, you can actually touch the top of the bottom of a ceiling before going under it. It's a fatal glitch for spikes. Take a look at this! Not even a red spring stops this glitch. Piece of shit. What is wrong with the R reverse sphere? You keep touching it and it keeps going back and forth. In the original Genesis version, when you touched it, it only worked once, and then you'd have to go away and then touch it again for it to work again. But this way it just makes things more frustrating. Holy shit, the boss battles aren't even challenging anymore. And how come underwater, when you touch spikes, they send you flying so far? Nothing else does that, and they don't do that on land. Sheesh. And the fact that the bottom and top is cropped off makes things worse. Oh my god, look at the slow frame rate. No, I did not slow it down this time. Listen to the music. This is actually it going slow. The game does this in every level. The frame rate slows down. You think the save feature is something special? No, it's just basically a level select that you have to earn by suffering through each and every level in gameplay. And the jukebox. It's nothing more than a sound test. And these were all things in the original cartridge for the Sega Genesis. You just push up, down, left, right on the tile screen, wait for a ring chime, hold the A button, and push start. And there you go. Level select and sound test. And the best thing about this is, it was from the start. It was a cheat code you had to do. But in here, you don't get to do that cheat code. You have to suffer through the entire gameplay to unlock it. Why did Sega do this? Graphics. Now by looking at it, you may at least think, well, at least they got all the graphics right. Now to a decent percentage, that is true. But not fully. For one thing, look at the springs horizontally. The shading is upside down. Now you would think, light would be coming on the top part as that's where the light is shining, and the shadow would be under it, not the other way around. Kinda defies the laws of physics, don't you think? Another thing that annoys me is that the special zone really looks jittery. I mean, it was never like that in the original game. One thing that kinda bothers me is that the Jaws robots are purple in this game. And yes, I know in the original game in debug mode they were purple out of the water. But in the water of the original game, they were red. Why aren't they in this game? They looked nicer when they were red. Okay, let's look at the ending of this version with all the Chaos Emeralds. Jesus Christ! They even had to ruin the ending! The Chaos Emeralds don't do shit! I don't believe this. In the original game, the Chaos Emeralds brought life into the Green Hill Zone, adding in flowers and such. I don't know why they couldn't do that in this one. Sound. Music-wise. The music sucks. I mean, yeah, some of it is faithful enough to the original from the Sega Genesis version, except for maybe the Spring Yard Zone music. The problem with why the music sucks is that it sounds so low-tech and inferior to the Genesis original. And the Game Boy Advance is more than capable of producing it. The music on the Genesis games was in no way superior to what you get on the Game Boy Advance. They fucked up. They really fucked up. Sound effect-wise. This is the most pitiful sound effect I've ever heard. It's replaced the crashing through the wall, the breaking open boxes, killing enemies, and attacking Robotnik. And the ring and spring sounds are in low quality. The jumps and the stops are also different sounding as well, which is kind of weird because in the Master System and Game Gear version of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, they were the same as the original Genesis version. The Sonic Advance games for the Game Boy Advance, same as this crappy Genesis remake, had most of the original sound effects in great quality, while this one does not. They fucked up. Sega's fucked up again. They must have been smoking something bad. Which actually makes sense because I've been to Sega before. Most everyone there smokes. No joke. Sound. Voice-wise. And that's it. And thank God, because this game was made before there were any voice controversies. But it's not saying much, and it's not anything to earn any points. The GBA versions of the Donkey Kong Country games are slightly more graphically superior, and they don't have frame rate drop down due to speed or anything. And their music is really faithfully recomposed to the original, and in much better sound effects than what this piece of crap had. In fact, the sound is better than what you got on the Sega Genesis, so there's no excuse on that. And some of the sound effects in the GBA versions of Donkey Kong Country games are superior to the SNES versions, so Sega had no good reason to do what they did! No serious gamer or Sonic fan would like or buy this game. It's a complete insult to this. This is superior. And to play it, you just get this, and you push it in, have this connected to your TV, and have a controller, and there, you're playing a much better version of the game, the original. I can name many versions of this game that are better than this. Let's look. There's 3 versions for the Sega Genesis. It's on Sonic Jam for Sega Saturn, so that's 4. There's the Smash Pack for Dreamcast, so that's 5. The Mega Collection, which you can play on all 3 modern consoles, so that adds up to 8. There's this thing from Radica that has it, so that's 9. Genesis Collection for PS2, so that's 10. And there's the Wii's Virtual Console, so there you go, 11 versions you can play on your TV. And if you want portable versions, let us show you what we got. The original cartridge is playable on the Genesis Nomad, so that's 1. Genesis Collection is also on the PlayStation Portable, so that's 2. And there's a cell phone version of the game, so there you go. 3 good portable versions. I don't know why I even bothered buying it. The point is, this is the actual Sonic the Hedgehog. This. Not that crappy 360 PS3 game. This. Not this. This. Also, this has the versions that are this as well, including the Japanese versions, which are far superior to this American version. And they are the true Sonic as well. Not this. So, what should we do with this? Well, let's take a suggestion from Dr. Eggman Nega.
You know, this ordinary kitchen knife is useful for cutting a lot of things. You know, like vegetables, even steak, you know, things like that. But I'm going to use it to cut this.
Not a bad suggestion. But I think I know how we can make this a little more exciting. So, let's get to work and destroy this thing. It's sad. Sega gives this game the same problems the 360 game had. It's like they're trying to say, our old game sucks, so why shouldn't the new one? And we'll prove it by giving you this one, and it'll be playable on a modern console you can take anywhere so you can see for yourself. Fucking liars. Cartoon Network ASN gives this game a well-deserved 1 out of 10.
Ce sont des guerriers fantastiques, ils sortent les nunchaks.